Greetings, one and all. This is B Green, social media manager at filmfestivalcircuit.com. And today I have the great pleasure of speaking with the creative minds of Strange Light Studios, Walt and Blair, whose film Experiencer, the Zachary Humway story, was nominated for Best Experimental Film Award in the fall 2022 season of the Oregon Documentary Film Festival. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time today. So, respecting your time, let's just get right into the interview. Can one of you give a brief synopsis of Experiencer?
Sure. So we basically interviewed a man in Jonesboro, Arkansas, regarding his experiences around the UFO phenomenon and topic. And yeah, and his wife also was kind enough to let us interview her as well. And it was a really exciting film to create. They shared some very awesome experiences with us. And something that made it extra special was that Zachary Humway, who we had interviewed, he had done some 3D renderings and artwork of the actual beings that he had seen. So we were able to add that into the film so people could kind of follow along visually of what he was talking about.
And when you watch the film, he's just an amazing artist, and it's really, really, really cool work. And so that was a really nice thing to have to add into it as well. So
That's awesome. And congratulations for, that great work that you all did in the film and for your nomination into the film festival. That's some strong work. That's really
thank you
cool.
so much.
Thank you. That was our first film we did together with no budget.
Yeah.
We just were like, we're passionate about this. Let's just make it happen. And then we went with it.
That's awesome. What motivated you to create the film?
So we met each other actually around people. We were talking in our community about this topic, and we met through mutual friends who were like, wow, you're both talking about UFOs and stuff. Y'all should meet each other. So we did, and we just kind of clicked, and we just realized we really wanted to do this work together. I had bought like a Blackmagic pocket cinema camera with my COVID relief money. So I had that, and I'd done a few little freelance projects, but I really wanted to do something about this topic because it's really what we're both passionate about. And as so it was just kind of just things just fell into place. And we went to a MUFON meeting, which is the Mutual UFO Network. They investigate sightings, and I think it's a nonprofit organization that investigates civilian sightings. And so we went to one of their meetings and met Zach there, and he was just the nicest guy, and we heard him talk, and we were just like, there's a really cool story here.
It was the first time he had ever shared his experiences, and it was kind of synchronistic how we showed up right when he was sharing about that. And so we connected with him immediately, and then we got that project going. So
That's awesome. What was like your biggest takeaway from the experience creating that film?
For me, it was kind of how much working on the film had positively affected their lives. It was the first time, I think Zach told us after we had filmed it, we were shooting some B-roll, and he was like, his wife had told him, you can talk about this anytime. And she really opens up in the film, and really it was cool to see how, a process of making a film also positively affected their relationship.
Yeah, given the sensitivity of this topic, his wife wasn't very comfortable talking about those things. So there had been kind of issues in the past with that. And she had some experiences of her own. But after we did that film, he said that opened up kind of a new dialogue between them, where they were both more comfortable with it. And so not only did we see ourselves making a positive impact by just getting word out about people experiencing these things, also in a positive way, not the scary kind of threat narrative way, but also that it just impacted their relationship positively. And it was just kind of a win-win all around. So that really was exciting for us.
They were both really brave talking about this, and they want, their motivation is to help remove the stigma around this kind of stuff, because a lot in the world, a lot of people just kind of ridicule people who, have gone through stuff like this. And I think what we tried to do is really show how deeply these experiences can impact people emotionally and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Well, that's a testament to you all, because whatever it was that you brought to the table made them feel comfortable. You created a safe space for them to express themselves. So kudos to y'all for that.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you
Yeah.
for saying
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just stating the obvious. It's really cool. That's really cool.
We went out
So,
to,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, we went out to dinner with them before we shot it and really connected about this topic, and we just kind of all clicked. So I think that helped a lot. So yeah.
That's awesome. So what's up next for Strange Light Studios?
Well, we're actually wanting to work on our first more large project where we're actually trying to get funding for it and a full crew. We've got some great friends and family that have worked on some of the big productions that have been through town that really seem to have our backs and really want to be a part of what we're doing. So we're just looking to get this other project going. We started a Seed and Spark campaign. And the film we're wanting to create is called The Memo, and it's
Okay.
based on the document, the Wilson Davis Memo. It was entered into evidence during the UAP hearings in 2022. So the document can be found at congress.gov, and it's notes about a meeting between, or if you want to take over.
It's like a retired DIA director and a scientist who worked for the Pentagon in 2002. And so, our movie is inspired by this meeting. And the document itself is just notes from that conversation where they talk about things like he was a director of the DIA, but he didn't have basically oversight over things that were happening in his own agency. And it's just kind of him voicing his frustration about that as well. And it was actually found in the document itself was found in the estate of the astronaut Edgar Mitchell, who also was very vocal about this topic. So it's really cool because it is being taken seriously, and it is a publicly available document, and it's on congress.gov now. And so our movie is just kind of like taking that and putting our spin on it and making it a little more entertaining and digestible and all that kind of stuff. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of details, kind of hidden gems within this document that we think would be great to make more available to the public. So that's our goal with that. We have seen some clips of videos where after it was entered into evidence, they asked one of the men involved with it in the document. And he basically says he won't deny it, but he also can't confirm it because it would be illegal to confirm. So there's a little bit of that territory going on.
But Eric, one of the people in the document, Eric Davis, who she's talking about, there is new protection for UFO whistleblowers. I think it's important to talk about in the National Defense Authorization Act of 2023. Anybody who's worked on these programs or basically a lot of contractors or people who work for the government can actually come forward and report to ARROW, which is the new office they set up by the Senate Intelligence Committee. So they can go and report and have protection. They can keep their security clearances. So if people are out there listening who have worked on this stuff, there is a way that they can come in and report and and be safe doing that. So, and Eric Davis, who he has gone and he has testified to that committee. So we don't know what it said because it's classified right now, but yeah
the undertone of that is that we believe a lot more things will be coming forward very soon. So we believe more and more material around this topic is becoming more and more readily available. So we feel like this is a great time to make this film. And so, we're really excited about this project.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. Like, thank you all for taking the initiative to, approach something that you're passionate about that, it's touchy subjects, especially, sensitive areas and your safety involved and all of those things. Thank you for being trailblazers in this. Anything else that you want to add?
Let's see. I mean, you know, if people want to follow along, you can go and see the memo on seedandspark.com. And, you know, we're doing updates. We have our YouTube channel at Strange Light Studios, where we'll be still continuing to cover things that happen in the news.
Yeah,
as well as, like, you know, historic cases and stuff like that.
Yeah, and if people are unable to financially contribute, just going to our Seed and Spark and signing up and following is great support. So that's excellent too. And I think also I would like to say one of the reasons we're so passionate about this is we believe this is past, Republican, Democrat. This is a bipartisan thing that it's not just America, it affects everyone everywhere.
Right.
And if these things came to light, it could change the perspective of each human on this planet. So we really believe that this could push humanity forward in some new ways that are exciting.
That in itself is exciting. Well, thank you so very much for your time. And we will see all of you next time. Everybody stay connected and see you next time. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks.